it's working okay. This is actually the laptop computer, so I think it's got much better deal than the other computer, the one I talked to you on earlier this morning, although you said it didn't have any packet loss, so maybe rebooting it once or twice kind of helps. Anyway, I'm hoping to be here for the rest of the evening, but we had lost our internet service, TV service, and everything probably 30 minutes ago, so I'm hoping that we don't have that reoccurrence. Back to you, Nick.
Well, Eddie, there's a little bit of a tone with you all the time that some people have and some people don't. But as far as packet loss goes, sounded fine, and your audio level was great. I don't care what Alan tells you. So there. Good deal. Well, I got you sticking around, Eddie. We know the routine, man. I fell asleep Sunday night during the net, I think, before I got called back for the bonus round there at the end. So my apologies to Nick and the crew if they're listening right now. All right, Eddie, sounds good. Going to clear with W3ETB. I'm going to reach out to Wade and see if he's out there. I haven't talked to Wade in a while. WD8MIU. Wade, are you out there, my friend in Florida?
WD8MIU, say hello to all my friends in Ohio and Oklahoma and wherever. Yeah, it's a little nippy down here for Floridians. It was 61. I think it's 61 now, but it felt like a lot colder now. We were out on a boat all day. Went with some friends to the Crystal River and on a pontoon boat, and had good company. My son's down here, and my daughter-in-law, and two of my grandchildren, and a boyfriend. And they've been here all week. And they've been keeping us pretty busy, but that's why of course, I haven't checked into the Wörterberger net for some time, but I got to get back in that habit. But I think we're going to try to stick around. I know I had a lot of fresh air today, and I'm probably going to sleep like a baby tonight. But hey, every once in a while you got to do that. And I don't think I'll wake up and have to have my diaper changed anytime soon, so that should be all right. But good hearing your voice. Hope everybody had a good Christmas, and I'll turn it back over to you, Nick, and let you get some other early check-ins. WD8MIU, Seminole, Florida. Back over to you.
Well, it's good to hear from you, Wade. I had a very Merry Christmas, and sounds like you are as well. I've got you on the list there. I'm sure Dustin will give you a holler later on, and we'll be happy to hear from you as well. We've got, 45 degrees, and I think it's raining. I think. But that's what's going on up here, and I got to tell you, man, I haven't been on a boat since July, but last time I was on a boat, it left a bad taste in my mouth. I wonder if Dave's listening. We're just goofing off here, Wade. So I know you weren't feeling all that well for a while. Are you feeling better?
Yeah, I went to the doctor. You happened to have an appointment at that same time frame. And I said, I told her, I said, I used to get a cold like once every 3 to 5 years. And I'm getting colds. I've had like 3 colds since I've been down here. She said, well, you might want to take something to get your immune system a little beefed up. And so she put me on elderberry with zinc and vitamin C. I take vitamin C all the time, but zinc and vitamin C are in these gummies. I chew 2 of them every morning, and so hopefully that'll keep me from getting the sniffles and the coughing type thing. But yeah, I'm over that. I'm still trying to warm up, though. You know, we were out that air. Of course, when you're underwater, it's always a little cooler anyway, but we weren't on the intercoastal waterway. We're actually on the Crystal River. If you look at it, so along we call it the Nature Coast, Homosassin, and about an hour and a half drive up there. But you know, it was It was a fun day. The sun only came out twice, and it kind of teased us, but then go back in again. But I know, 61 probably would be something you guys would really love to have, so I'm not going to complain, but since the first December I've been down here, it's been this cold. And so usually, during the winter down here, it warms up to in the 70s anyway. But, of course, it could have been in the 60s, and that sun been out today. It would have been a lot nicer. Anyway, I'll put it back over to you, and we'll wait for my turn. WD8MIU, back over to you, Nick.
Wade, I think we were up around 50 today, or close to it, and a little warmer the last couple of days, so we're not too far behind you, but I think winter is going to come on like with a vengeance this year, since we're all not used to cold temperatures yet. That's my prediction. So there. All right, everybody. Well, it looks like I got everybody from the blue screen handled. And I'm going to go grab myself a Mountain Dew Zero that's fresh and cold and carbonated. And I'll be back in about 5.5 minutes when the girl announces things. So there you go, everybody. I'll be back. KD8SLG.
K8QFT, WD8MIU. You still out there, Wade?
Early. This is WD8GKV, Whiskey Bravo 8 Golf Kilo Victor, and in Wadsworth, if the link is working.
The link is working. This is WD8MIU. Say, hope you're having a Merry Christmas. And Fred, you were in there too. Go ahead, Fred, WD8MIU.
Just want to say a quick hello to Wade and now Ed also. Before the net starts, I'll be here standing by for the pre-net. And hope it's not too cold down in Florida for you, Wade. I just turned it on and heard you talk about the temperature. KE8QFT will be on the side for now.
W8WKY.
We're only about, I think, 11 degrees warmer than you are, so for Florida, it's pretty cool. But all right, well, let's see what Ed's got going on, and then I'll leave it quiet for our buddy there, Nick. Over to you, Ed. WD8MIU.
There you go. Say good evening both to Uncle Fred and down in Florida. I forget where you are down there, Wade. It's the name evades me there. But anyway, let me think. Say a quick hello both ways. I won't talk about weather. I got something against bad weather with this driveway. It's the whole problem. You've seen the driveway. It's nerve-wracking. And if they can't make it, but usually they always do. I was just thinking about 15 years ago when the guy couldn't clean it. And I got somebody else out, but I lost my snow fella. So we're going to get somebody else. And I do have a backup. One clear down there. Used to be Ray Cargan's son, but what is his name? Iris Automotive. Yeah, but he'll do good, but he's far away. I want to get somebody closer. So I don't talk about snow too much. I shy away from that. Might have to move Florida. Anyway, I will be standing by. Also late. By the time he's loud or something's going on, I try to get in a little bit early. So I try to sneak a check in, but I have a little trouble because I'm on a link. And I gotta wait for it to drop. Good hearing y'all in there, Wade and Uncle Fred and the group there. 7 to 3. I'll be back in. I'm gonna stick around. WB8GKV.
Guys, we'll be listening. WD8MIU.
The Beacon Net, a gathering of hams from around the world, will start on the system in 30 minutes. Come join us.
There's my girl. QST. Calling all amateurs to the Beacon Net. Sponsored by the Silvercreek Amateur Radio Association right here on the W8WKY repeater 147 Mark 390 positive offset with a PL tone of 114 Mark 8. We meet here every Wednesday and Sunday night at 10 p.m. to light up the nighttime airwaves with trivia, with fun, with jabbing each other. This is the pre-show. I'm here to take early check-ins and in and outs for the Beacon Net that starts at the top of the hour. This is the controlled net. We ask that all traffic pass through net control. Your net control operator for the pre-show tonight is KD8 SLG Kilo Delta 8 Sierra Lima Golf. My personal is Nick, November India Charlie Kilo, just Nick. So, I'm taking early check-ins for the Beacon Net. If you want to just check in and out, say hi, you're more than welcome to. If you want to get in the list early so you can go to bed early, that's why we're here. As is tradition here on the Beacon Net, let's check in with the Beacon Net crew tonight, make sure their radios are working, dialed up properly, and all that fun stuff. As I like to call it, Mickey Mouse roll call. Let's check in with Dustin, KD8EPC. This is KD8 SLG. Go ahead, Dustin.
KD8 SLG and the Beacon Net pre-show. This is KD8EPC. We are here. We're going to run out and grab a cold beverage from the van, and we'll be ready for the net. Hopefully everything is working and you're sounding good on that end. This is KD8EPC, back to pre-net control.
Well, I didn't hear much of you today, Dustin. I missed you on the Boredom Breaker net this afternoon. I'm sorry things didn't go as well as you wanted them to this afternoon, but hey, we'll get there, man. And you were sounding okay. Choke up on the mic a little bit when you get there. It's KD8 SLG. I'm going to clear with KD8EPC. Let's see if Nick's out there to answer me tonight. KD8QK, Nick at night. Fine business there on Christmas Eve, buddy.
KD8QKO. Thank you, Nick. Thank you. Tried something new. I'm not sure if I really liked it, but it was something different. Try it once or twice, I guess, and see how it goes. Yeah, I'm out here, sir, but I am just going to be in and out tonight, having a family movie night. So I'm going to get back in with the family and finish watching the movie, and that's about it for me. So with that, I'll pass it back to you, KD8QKO.
Nick, you don't get off that easy, man. What movie are you watching?
Well, we discovered my son had never actually seen Back to the Future, so we're watching that one, exposing him to some real culture. Anyway, with that, I'll pass it back to you, KD8QKO.
Awesome, dude. I watched that over the weekend. Yeah. Cool. Well, have fun there, Nick. I'm glad you stopped in to say hi, and you have a great night, and give all the best to you and yours from me and mine. Going to clear with KD8QKO. Let's talk to Andy. AB8MO. How are the packets holding up, Andy?
It sounds like I've caught every single one so far. It's the best it's worked in a very, very long time, Nick. The improvement when the hub was removed from the cloud was immediate. So it's been sounding good. No packet loss, and it's been solid the entire time here. So what more can I say? I'm going to be building well, I don't know. I know you and Dustin were talking about a potato gun launcher or something. I'm not sure how much different a tennis ball launcher is, other than the fact that yes, it will use compressed air. I'm not going to be using methane or nitrogen and trying to use it as a flamethrower. Sorry. Back she comes, KD8 SLG, AB8MO.
Andy, the pyrotechnics are what makes it fun. I'm glad the node's working better. I'm good. It's really good to hear that. I hope we get similar reports across the boards here tonight. Good to hear you, Andy. Gonna clear with AB8MO. Let's talk to the trivia guy tonight. KE8QWE. Mike, how you doing? Hope you're feeling better.
Kilo Echo, Quebec Whiskey Echo. Yeah, I'm still coughing a little bit, but I have faith I'll probably clear up around June. Hey, you sound great. I'm sure I sound like me. I have a trivia question. I was thinking we were going to have trivia on Christmas Eve, so I'm going to use a trivia question from then. It's still relevant. So, this Kilo Echo, Quebec Whiskey Echo, back to KD8 SLG.
W8WKY.
A word from our sponsor. Thank you, Mike. You do sound better, dude. Looking forward to the trivia question. Glad to have you on board. Going to clear with KE8QWE. Let's talk to Miss Lucy, our alternate trivia. I can't say that word. Alternate trivia person tonight. KE8YUK, Miss Lucy. How you doing?
KE8YUK to KD8SLG. You know, if they say gender is a construct, construct away. I will be sticking around. Alternate trivia was thrown together because I lost track of what day it was, but I think it'll be entertaining. It might be really easy, but hopefully it'll be really fun, perhaps funny. My husband already has ideas, and he's scrolling through Facebook, which is really distracting because I'm pivoted to look at it right now. But yeah, we'll be sticking around, and I'll be trying to sew a patch on a pair of my pants, but I have never done that. And it makes it worse because my mom's a very accomplished seamstress, and I don't know what I'm doing, and I feel really embarrassed, and I kind of just want to give up. But we'll see what happens. So that's what I'll be occupied with throughout this net. KE8YUK, back to pre-net control.
KE8YUK, KD8SLG. From what I know of you so far, Miss Lucy, you will overcome. I personally have always used the iron-on patches. So, yeah, that's what I got going on. And I see a message from Ray there, so I'm going to have to take care of that in a second. Miss Lucy, looking forward to all trivia tonight. Have at it. All right, let me tell you who I got so far tonight. W3ETB, Eddie, KE8YUG, Josh. KE8TQR was in and out. Keith's not feeling well. K5CFWay, I got you on the list. Where'd I drop off? WDMIU, Wade. KE8MNT, Tom's in there. WB8GKB, Ed, I heard you. I got you on the list. KE8QFT, Uncle Fred's in there. KE8VKA, Josh. KE8VZA, Eric. And KC3MWK, Bruce. You guys are all on the list. You don't have to check in. I'm going to try to multitask here in a moment, but first let me grab 2 rounds of check-ins, and then we'll get this party started. Anybody out there who wants to check in, this is KD8SLG. I'm listening.
November Tango 8 Delta NT8D Dave and Copley. I'll be around for the pre-show in maybe the first 10 or 15 minutes.
Alpha India 5 Quebec AI 5Q.
All right, we got 2 there. Let me grab it real quick. NT8D, Dave, I got you on the list. AI 5Q, perfect timing there, Jairus. I'm not sure. I'm not seeing the 49562 linked up. If you could give that a whirl while I'm talking to people here, that would be fabulous. Maybe try 43211. QSL, Jairus?
Yeah, Nick, I've been trying to connect 48496 and it won't go. It's just solid red and will not go through. The only problem with going to 43211 is I have to manually disconnect, so I guess I'll lay off the beer tonight so I can manually disconnect when the net's over. AI5Q, back to you, Nick.
No worries, Jairus. Chris, I can do it later on if you hook it up to 43211. I would appreciate that. Looks like you already did it. Thank you very much, sir. I got it in there. All right, let's take another round of check-ins. This is KD8SLG. I'm listening.
Kilo Echo 8, Mike Yankee, Chris and Amherst, KE8, MMI, along for the ride.
48, Tango, Tango, Foxtrot, Mike, Dairy County, I'll be headed out.
Kilo Bravo 5, Victor Delta Bravo, and the bunch in for the count in and out, KB5 BDB.
And Alpha Echo 5, Mike Echo, 85 of me, Jeff and Broken Arrow, in and out, because I can't stay up late tonight. Put me in for the count. Thank you very much, Nick.
All right, good deal. Looks like we have the Boredom Breaker Hub connected. Thank you very much, Jairus. That's fabulous. We picked up KE8MMY that time. Chris, there was somebody right at the beginning. I got a KD8 out of it, I think. I'll come back to you in a second, see if you can find a better spot. I heard W8TTF. Michael in there was in and out. Thank you very much. KB5, VDB, Ron and his bunch out in Broken Arrow. I'll add your bunch in a minute there, Ron. Good to hear from you. And Jeff, AE5ME. Thanks for stopping by, Jeff, and sleep well, my friend. All right, let's go up to the top of the list. Oh, wait, I got to try to resolve this one call sign here. Who was it there trying to check in right at the beginning? I believe it was a KD8. Would you like to try again, please? All right, I got a whole lot of nothing there. We're just going to zap that line and stop talking to folks. If that person wants to come back a little later on, we'll be taking more check-ins. No worries. Let's go to the top of the list, talk to Eddie, WTTV. Eddie, how you doing tonight? And are you sticking around for the big show? I think Eddie's watching a big show right now. He's going to stick around. Let's talk to Josh, KE8YUG. Good evening, Josh. How are you, and how is Marie tonight? And are you sticking around for the big show? All right, I didn't hear anything key up there, Josh. Want to try again? KE8YUG. Go ahead.
KD8SLG, this is KE8YUG. Yeah, I was talking there. I'm not sure if you're hearing me. I hope so. But Marie says hi, and we're sticking around. Back to you, KE8YUG.
I heard you that time, Josh. I got you in there. And good to hear Marie's doing well. Got you sticking around tonight. Going to clear with KE8YUG. Let's go out to Tulsa, talk to my friend Ray. K5CFY. Ray, thanks for letting me know in the blue screen things weren't going on out there. How are you tonight, buddy? How was the net this afternoon? And are you sticking around for the big show?
88. SLG, K5CFY. Doing fine there, Mr. Nick. Just finished off the last piece of homemade coconut cream pie. So, anyway, yeah, I texted Jeff, and no, I didn't make it to, somebody fixed it before I got to Jairus. But anyway, it looks like they got it going, and everything sounds good. So have a great net there, and we'll let you go. Get some more down the, I guess Mr. Wade may be up next there. So hello, everybody. Back to you there, K5CFY.
K5CFY, this is KDSLG. You got quite the following up here in Ohio, Ray. These guys love you in the morning, and they come back and say hi to you in the afternoon. That's a fabulous thing. Fine business, Ray. I'm glad we got you all connected tonight. Going to clear with K5CFY. Let's talk to Wade in Florida again. Wade, last time we were talking to you, you must have been moving around because the little buzz came in and out of there with you. So I'll give you some feedback on where you're sitting this time. WD8MIU. Say hi again, Wade.
W8WKY.
Hi again, Wade or Nick. Yeah, I was out doing some things around the house here, so sitting still now, and heard Ray in there. Say hi to him. And golly, just chilling here. Well, yeah, that's a good word for it. I'm relaxing, watching football, but I'm also a little chilled. But yeah, we got on the boat this morning at 9:30 and got off about 4:30. So you know, windy and sun wasn't out, so a little, you know, I guess it's all in your head how it is, but my head told me it was cold. Compared to Ohio, it was warm. Well, at least you said you hit 50 today, so that's not too bad. All right, back over to you. Let's continue on there, and we'll be listening. WD8MIU.
Wade, that was about as good as I've heard you sound, so you don't move from that spot. And from the sounds of it, you're not going to argue with me about that. Wade, so good to talk to you, buddy. I've missed you. Going to clear with WD8MIU. Let's talk to Tom over in Canton, KA8MNT. Good evening, Tom. Say hi to Linda for me. And what do you got for us tonight? And are you just getting your ticket punched?
KD8SLG, KA8MNT. We're doing pretty good there, Nick, as far as that goes. Linda's sitting right here as KE8OPT. She said if you'd mark her in and out, she would appreciate it. But, yeah, things are going good, and I think I'll stick around a little bit tonight and see what kind of trouble I can get into. So, this is KA8MNT, back to KD8SLG.
All right, man. Good to have you and Linda on board tonight. She's on the list, marked in and out. Thank you, Linda. Real quick, I'm going to jump out of order. I see our friend KI5DAY all day long. Alan has logged into the blue screen. I'm going to reach out and see if he's actually listening or just jumping in there to raise havoc on the blue screen. KI5DAY. Go ahead there, Alan, if you're out there.
KD5, I got confused twice in one day, Nick. Yeah, I'm here. This is KI5DAY. Sometimes my alter ego, Grant, kicks in. I mode. But some people who haven't heard Grant are probably like, what was that all about? But anyways, sitting here at the Big W, just having a wonderful night, and thought I would check in here while I could. Hope you can hear me okay, over.
We got you all right there, Alan. Go ahead, man. Take a break while you got one.
Well, I also broke the cardinal rule at work. I got an adult beverage, a Mountain Dew, and I don't normally drink a Mountain Dew or any soda beverages this kind of night, but it's one of those nights. But we don't have much of a skeleton crew out here. A lot of people are using up what was left of their vacations and times off. I got to work one more, and I'm off for 4 days, so that'll be good. But all is good in the hood at American Airlines. We're saving airplanes one at a time. One nut, one screw, one bolt, one washer at a time, and we're doing a fantabulous job of it. And we know you have a choice when you fly with American Airlines, as our flight attendant says. And thanks for choosing us. KI5DAY, thank you.
Alan, thanks for stopping by, man. I'm glad I got to talk to you twice in one day, actually. So there you go. I'm going to keep you on the list. If you're hooked up later on when we get down to you, we'll give you a holler back again. Thanks a lot, Alan. You have fun there at the Skeleton Crew and enjoy your 4 days off as well. Get it clear with KI5DAY. Let's grab Ed, see if he's sticking around tonight. WB8GKB. Ed, you stick around for trivia?
Yeah, WB8GKB is here. And, yeah, we'll be sticking around for trivia tonight. And, got something on here. It's just a picture, no audio. I was glancing over, kind of interesting. And so that's the story there. We'll be sticking around there. WB8GKB.
Alrighty there, Ed. We got you sticking around tonight. Good to hear from you, sir. Next up, we got Fred. Uncle Fred, I haven't heard you on the radio very much lately there, buddy. Are you going to stick around for trivia tonight? KE8QFT. Go ahead, Fred.
Yeah, hello, everybody. I hope you're having a happy post-Christmas period. And I will be here. And something I didn't see any notice of today, either in the local newspaper or anywhere else. But I know that in 1964, on this date, the Cleveland Browns upset the Baltimore Colts. That's the original Cleveland Browns and the original Baltimore Colts, 27-0 to win their last championship. So everybody who was there on that date, I think that, I think you're old enough to drink a beer. KE8QFT, back to pre-net.
Well, gee, Fred, I don't think I was even alive at that point. As a matter of fact, I know I wasn't. I may not have even been a twinkle in my dad's eye just yet. But good to know there, Uncle Fred. I got you sticking around for trivia. It's good to hear you on the radio, buddy. Get it clear with KE8QFT. Let's check in with Josh, KE8VKA, perusing Facebook, I believe. What are you up to tonight, Josh? What's going on? You sticking around for trivia?
K88 SLG, KE8VK. No, I turned that trash off. That was terrible. Oh, it's a barren wasteland on Facebook. The radio is much better. I'm just sitting here relaxing in the chair for a minute. I ran out of dry lock paint. I know I should have bought 2 gallons while I was at Lowe's. I only did 1. I'm going back to Lowe's tomorrow. I've got one more little mini project I'm going to try to get done tonight, but I will be sticking around. I'll have you guys in my earbud here, and I'll make my way back to the radio room when it's my turn. I got we discovered, so there's this part of the ceiling that the previous owners cut out, and it's where the copper pipes go up. They're talking about in the basement, where it's where the copper pipes go up to the kitchen, to the sink. And there's a T on the cold water, and one part of the T goes up to the kitchen sink, and the other one goes out to the hose outside. And then on the hot water, there's another T, and one part goes up to the sink, and then the other part goes nowhere. They just crushed the end of it and then soldered it together. Maybe. So it's leaking a little bit. So I'm going to shut the water in the house off, cut that off, put a shark bite into it, and hopefully that'll solve the problem. So I'll let you know if I flood the house before my turn during the net. Anyways, catch you in a bit. KE8VKA, back to KD8SLG.
All right, good luck with that, Josh. And I do know what a shark bite is, believe it or not. So, don't believe it. All right, good luck with that, Josh. If I hear screaming over the radio, I'll know what happened. Get it clear with KE8VKA. Let's grab another V***A here. Eric, KE8VZA up in Strongsville. How you doing tonight, Eric? You stick around for trivia? KD8SLG, KE8VZA. Hey, Nick, how you doing? Good to hear you again today. Yes, I am sticking around for the big show. Looking forward to it. This is KE8VZA, back to pre-net control.
W8WKY.
Yeah, that food net's fun, Eric. I got to admit, become a regular. Good to hear you. Glad you're sticking around tonight. Going to clear with K8VZA. Next up, we got Bruce in North Carolina. KC3MWK. Good evening, Bruce. How you doing? You sticking around to play trivia tonight?
Yeah, good evening, Nick. The halftime show is KC3MWK. Yes, I'll be sticking around for trivia tonight. Back over to you, KC3MWK. Net control.
Good to have you on board there, Bruce. You've become quite the regular as well, my friend. I just snagged you off the blue screen. Good to see you. Get it clear with KC3MWK. We got Dave in here. Are you still with us there, Dave? NT8D. Good evening, Dave.
Roger, I'm still here. Let me turn the power down a little bit. I'm still here. If you think about it, you can get back to me in like before quarter after. If not, don't worry about it. I will be around for the answer to the question anyways. But I will try to stay up and listen to the question. Might be from the scanner. We'll see. It depends on what time it gets asked. With such a popular net, sometimes the check-ins can take a while. Nick, man, I got to hand it to you guys creating the beacon net. I wish I was a younger cat and this was part of my routine, but it certainly is terrific that it is there for other people who have a different schedule. But, man, at least I'm here to check in early. My dad gave me some cash for Christmas, so of course I'm on the West Marine website shopping for boat hardware. He said I'm not allowed to spend it on bills. So everybody have a terrific tween week here between Christmas and New Year's. I hope everybody had a Merry Christmas and wishing everybody a Happy New Year's. Maybe we'll catch you on New Year's Eve. Back to net control there, Nick. Just Nick from NT8D.
NT8D, KDSLG. Dave shopping for boat hardware. Oh, have fun, Dave. And enjoy your Christmas gift there, buddy. Good talking to you. Yeah, some of us stay up late at night. Some of us get up early in the morning. And some of us are there for both of them. Get it clear with NT8D. Let's jump back to Jairus there, AI5Q. Jairus, are you sticking around to play trivia tonight, or are you just aiding me in administrative duties tonight?
KD8SLG in the net. I am probably not going to be sticking around for trivia. I've got a long day of work ahead of me tomorrow. I put off doing a few things today that require me going out in the field, and didn't want to do that on my first day back. So I've got a lot of driving and a lot of stuff to cover tomorrow, and I'll be going to bed a little bit early. So don't count on me. Just remember, if you forget to disconnect the 43211 from 4849 or 49562, you will have the extended Freedom Network tied into your barometer net in the morning. There we go. Too many B words. Beacon, Borealis, barometer, something like that. You will have the extended Freedom Network tied in at 6 a.m. our time or 7 a.m. your time. So just be aware of that. If that happens, you know what went on. Somebody forgot to disconnect. AI5Q, back to you, Nick.
That someone would be me, Jairus. So I'll take care of it, and I'll be here in the morning, too, just in case. Thanks, Jairus. Have a good night. Drive safe tomorrow, man. Get it done. Get it clear with AI5Q. Thanks again, Jairus. Let's talk to Chris, way up there in Amherst. KE8MMY. Good evening, Chris. How you doing? Can you stick around for trivia tonight? Uh-oh, we may have lost Chris. I'm keeping him on the list, though. He has a way of showing back up. KE8MMY. I'm going to try you one more time. Go ahead, Chris.
The melodious tones of your beautiful voice were masked by the repeater identifying the entire phone book and all of the Sunday comics and ads. So, yeah, what did you say? KE8MMY.
All right, buddy. Yeah, I know the IDs have terrible timing. Are you going to stick around for trivia tonight?
Here, and I'm square. So how about that? And I think that we're probably running over. That maybe we should. It's after 10 o'clock, I guess. KE8MMY. Yep, I'll be here.
KE8MMY, KD2SLG. Glad you're sticking around tonight, Chris. Yeah, it's a short list, so I kind of slow rolled the pre-show here. So I'm running low over. Dustin can take it out of my paycheck. I'm going to call out for two more here. I got W2JLS. I saw you lurking there on Echolink, John. Are you sticking around tonight? W2JLS, KD2SLG.
This is W2JLS. Nick, can you make me out? I'm on a set of earbuds up remotely from Horseheads, New York, in the lobby of, I guess this is the bistro area of the Marriott. Anyway, I don't know if, can you hear me? Maybe I'll be in there listening.
Yeah, you sound like you're whispering there, John, but we heard everything you had to say. All right, keep you on the list there. Dustin will give you a holler a little later on. You have fun up there, John. Going to clear with W2JLS. Last but not least, KC8FQV. Mark, are you sticking around for trivia tonight?
Yep, Nick, I'll stick around, and yeah, the Nets ran pretty good this evening. I was on the KCFQV.
All right, Mark, I got you on the list. I'm going to clear with KC8FQV. That wraps up my half hour here of lining them up. It's time for Dustin to knock them down. Thanks, everybody who checked in with me here during my half hour. KC8EPC, this is KD8SLG. Dustin, light up the nighttime airwaves. Take it away.
Wait just a second there. Did you call me KC8EPC?
I don't know what I called you there, Dustin. I had to talk to people for like an hour this afternoon, and it really threw me off, buddy.
All right, we'll forgive you this time, but we're going to deduct a couple of zeros from your paycheck. Good evening and welcome to the Beacon Net. My name is Dustin. My call sign is KD8EPC, and I will be net control for the evening. The Beacon Net meets every Sunday and Wednesday at 10 p.m. Eastern Time here on the W8WKY repeater, 147390 with a positive offset and a PL tone of 114.8, Allstar Node 48496, and Echolink W8WKY-R. This is a directed net. All traffic must pass through net control, and all stations are welcome to check in. We'll take multiple rounds of check-ins, so if you don't get in the first time, just stand by and we'll get to you as soon as we can. We're linked in with our friends in Oklahoma that do drop in and various other repeaters throughout the country, so we ask that you key for a couple of seconds before and after you transmit so we hear everything you have to say. Before we start taking check-ins, is there any emergency or priority traffic? Please call now. All right, not hearing any emergency or priority traffic. Stations that haven't already checked into the pre-show that would like to check into the Beacon Net, please say your call phonetically, followed by alphabetically, along with your name and location.
W8WKY.
All right, sounds like Nick must have done a pretty good job there on the pre-show. So we're going to go up here and we're going to start with our trivia master for the evening. Mike, KQWE, good evening. What do you have for us?
Kilo Echo Lake, Quebec, Whiskey Echo. Well, I was going to use this one on Christmas Eve, but we had a question instead, so I'm going to use it now. What is Santa Claus's call sign? A, WWV, B, OF9X, C, O9ELF, or D, OF9ELF. Again, what is Santa Claus's call sign? A, WWV, B, OF9X, C, O9ELF, or D, OF9ELF. I'll post this in the blue screen. Kilo Echo 8 Club, back with Whiskey Echo, back to KD8 EBC.
All right, thank you for the wonderful trivia question there, Mike. We're going to think about it as net control, and we're going to go down here and we're going to get our alternate from the evening. Let's go talk to Miss Lucy, KYUK. Good evening. What do you have for us?
K8YUK, pausing for a second while my husband finds my phone because I picked up the mic and looked real confident, and I sure don't have the question memorized, and now I can't get into my phone. I am a genius. But pants update, I am hemming the patch. And so far, there's no bloodshed. So, you know, I think that counts for something. All right. Actually, I kind of do have this one memorized because it's quite simple. My husband and I watched The Flash last night, and I have not even strong opinions, but opinions. But it did get me thinking about superheroes. So, scrolling down to my question, which of these is the original name of Batman according to the 1940s comics? Is it A, Bat-Fang, B, Batman with a hyphen, C, Man-Bat with a hyphen, or D, General Cornwaldo Bat? Again, which of these is the original name of Batman according to the 1940s comics? Is it A, Bat-Fang, B, Batman with a hyphen, C, Man-Bat with a hyphen, D, General Cornwaldo Bat? And I will post it in the blue screen. KE8YUK, back to net control.
All right, thank you very much there, Lucy. Interesting question, and you know I have to go with answer D for my alternate there. All right, I had a couple of short times here I wanted to go check out real quick. And we're going to go right to the top and talk to Dave real quick. NT8D, are you still with us?
Hey, Dustin. I happen to be at the question. I'm going to go with D Delta. Yes, there's some place I can't believe. I think it's in way northern Norway where Santa's station is located. I can't recall the call sign offhand, but if anybody is familiar with the Norway call pattern, you should be able to get this one, I would think. Hope everybody had a Merry Christmas and a safe one, and same for the New Year coming up. Boy, let's cross our fingers for 2024. Dustin, thanks for picking me up, and wishing everybody just the very best on the Beacon Net. Thanks for, again, this is such a pleasure to have a nighttime net around as well. Of course, it's not as ungodly of an hour as the barometer net, but for me, it's burning the candle at the other end, which Nick does apparently extremely well still. Give yourself another 20 years, Nick, and then we'll see how you do. Hi. Back to you there, Dustin. NT8D. Everybody have a Happy New Year.
All right there, Dave. Well, thanks so much for sticking around and playing trivia with us this evening. It's good to hear you on the Beacon Net. I know you're not usually around this, so we certainly appreciate you sticking around. You can always ask Nick some answers because I'm bright and ugly on the barometer net. And we want to thank you for being the lead cat herder there and taking care of things and keeping the barometer net running smoothly 6 days a week there. Dave will say 73 to you. Have a Happy New Year, and we look forward to catching you again there down the log. All right, we're going to jump on over here to Tulsa real quick, and we're going to talk to the hangar here. KI5DAY, Alan, how you doing?
KI5DAY in there. Hey, you caught me off guard, Dustin. I had to jump out of RagChew app and jump over here to the, what am I on? Echolink. And talking to Miss Lucy there. I gave her 1,000 points for the use of Cornwaldo bat. Yeah, that's awesome. So my answers tonight are going to be D and D. The first one for delirious, because I'm a little delirious tonight. It's been one of those nights. And the other one I'm definitely going to pick D, just because I wanted to say Colonel Cornwaldo bat on the air. That's pretty clever. But all is good in the hood, and we're going to have to see how many terms we can come up with out of this. Lucy's already thrown another one out there, and it was pretty good. I saw the Robin thing, Lucy. Hi. See what we can come up with. I accidentally did something, by the way, in the font on rag2.app, and I got to try to figure out how to make it smaller, because on a phone it doesn't work so good when it's large. KI5DAY, back to net.
All right there, Alan. Well, great to hear you tonight, my friend, and try not to have too much fun there at the Big W. We put Lucy in your timeout chair for 5 minutes yesterday, but I think that answer D there on her trivia question might get her out of that high. So, Alan, we'll say 73 for now, my friend, and we'll catch you there down the log real soon. All right, I think that's all of our short times out of the way there. Oh, nope, I got one more here to get real quick. We're going to go talk to John, W2 at JLS. Good evening.
This is John, W2 ALS. Hold on a second, Dustin. I'm trying to stick my other earbud in. I apologize if the sound quality sucks really, really bad. I'll say my choices based on what I thought I heard. I was going to guess B, but listening to NT8D and thinking I'm going to go with D based on Dave's assessment. And then for the alternate, I'll guess B, which is completely a guess. So I'll leave it with that. Dustin, it was good talking to you on Christmas Eve, and I hope you didn't have too much fun with your buddy Jack. Anyway, W2 JLS. I'll be listening in and out. Thanks, buddy. Have a good night out of your ears.
All right there, John. Well, your audio was a little light there, but I heard everything you had to say. It was good to hear you there on Christmas Eve, and sorry I couldn't stick around. I had good fun with my buddy Jack, and his buddy Jim even came over for a minute, so I'm telling you, it was the night there, and I spent the evening trying to explain to another buddy of mine what ham radio is, how it works, and how he can get into it. So that was definitely interesting. John, thanks for taking time out of the evening to say hello to us, and we'll catch you there real soon. All right, now I think we've got all of our mobiles and short times out of the way. Let's go back to the top and talk to Eddie. W3ETB, take it away.
Yeah, hi, Dustin. I hope that you're feeling better. Nick was telling us earlier today that you got a few shots in the butt there. Well, he said you got some shots in the back, I think it was, actually, to relieve some pain. So, yeah, I hope you're doing better, and I hope that the pain is not too bad, and the shots were not too bad, because if that's that hydrocortisone shots, or they usually put in people's backs. They tried to do that to me one time. I told them, I said, stay away from me with that daggone needle. You ain't getting nothing in my back, But anyway, I suffered through it. It wasn't quite as bad probably as what you went through, but hopefully you're feeling better, like I said. Anyway, I'm Cornwaldo fused about these questions. I have no idea what they are. But I think that the first one, the main trivia question, I will go with D, because partly it sounds like old elf, old 9 elf, which might be something like a Santa Claus, an old elf. And then I'll go with B for the Lucy's trivia question, because I can't think of anything that might go with the other ones and why they would be called that way. I heard one time, a long time ago, that Batman, the original Batman, was called something other than Batman, but I don't know for sure. But anyway, I'll go with D and B, and those are my answers, and I'm sticking to it. So, like I said, I hope you feel better, Dustin. Take care. This is W3TV. I'll say 73 for now because I'll probably be asleep by the time it rolls around again. Back to you.
All right there, Eddie. Well, good to hear you out there. We got you down for Delta and Bravo for your trivia. Yeah, I thought I was getting back injections. Went and saw the doctor, and he basically told me, try these stretches for a while first, and then if you don't feel better, we'll do the injections. So, that's coming shortly here, I think, but for now we're just dealing with it. We've got our muscle relaxers and our ibuprofen, and we're just hanging in there and doing the best we can. So great to hear you, my friend. Have a great evening, and we look forward to hearing you again there real soon. Let's jump on down to Josh now, K8YUG. Good evening.
EPC, this is K8YUG. Good hearing you this evening, Dustin, and everybody else. Looking forward to that. I'll get the trivia here. For the first one, I'm going to go with C, Charlie, and for the second one, B, Bravo. And yeah, we had a good day today. I got back to work, so that was fun as it could be, but everything was all right there, and we'll just be chugging along into the new year, I guess. So hopefully everything kind of stays tight. But and we're on the food group net. Yeah, Nick was there, and everybody. It was a fun time as always, and good Christmas here for sure, and looking forward to the New Year, and New Year's Eve, and everything. But yeah, just having a good time hanging out on the radio. All right, well, I'll say 73. Yeah, I'll be listening. I'll send it back to net. This is K8YUG.
All right there, Josh. We got you down for Charlie and Bravo this evening, and it's good to hear you out there, my friend. So we'll say 73 to you for now. Have a great evening, and we look forward to catching you down the log. Let's jump on down the list here and talk to K5CY, Mr. Ray, one of the wonderful net controllers for the Border Breaker Net. How you doing there, Ray?
KD8 EPC in the net, K5CFY. Well, good evening there, Mr. Dustin. We missed you on the Border Breaker Net, but I want you to know that Just Nick did a great job of filling in for you, so he definitely did a good job. But anyway, I'm going to go with Beacon and Barometer. So B and B for me, and hope you get the feeling better there, and hope the shot did you some good. 73, my friend. We'll get you later. K5CFY.
All right there, Ray. Well, great to hear you out there. We got you down for Beacon/Barometer, B&B there this evening. Yeah, like I was just saying, didn't end up actually getting the shot, so that's going to come down the road here later soon, but went and saw the doctor, so hope we can get the thing rolling there. So you can catch Ray and all these every day for the net. Go to 49562 and Echolink and -R. That's every day at noon Central Time. They switch net controls to the top of the hour, and they welcome rechecks there. So 73, Ray, have a great evening, and we look forward to hearing you again there soon. Let's go on down the list here. Wade, WD8MIU, Merry Christmas to you, my friend. It's been a while. How are you?
Well, WD8MIU, hello to all my friends there. So we're doing all right. The back is, iffy, you know how that is. But it's better than it had been. And I've had those shots before, and they do work, usually. Merry Christmas to everybody, or I should say, I hope everybody had a Merry Christmas and got everything they wanted. And if you didn't get a brand new HF rig, maybe, you always say about some of our Cleveland teams, there's always next year. Browns are doing pretty good this year, and they love their Mayfield down in Tampa. I saw a stat the other day that showed Baker's stats since he's been in Tampa versus Tom Brady, and they're really very comparable. But you don't have that quite that total package, but he's a lot shorter, and obviously Brady's a superstar. So, but he's been doing pretty good down here, and they're in a weak division, but they're in first place. So hopefully they keep winning. And of course, tomorrow night the Browns are on national TV, so I get to watch them. A lot of times I have trouble getting them. I can't even get them on the radio, through the internet, because they won't broadcast it that way. I get them occasionally. There's no rhyme to reason. Of course, I could pay money and probably go stream them, but haven't decided to do that yet. But a lot of times I'll be watching Tampa playing while Cleveland's playing, and I'll get an update every so often, either through the internet or through my son on a text, because he's obviously watching them all the time. And speaking of my son, he's down here right now with his wife, my daughter-in-law, and my grandson, who's 22, just graduated from Bowling Green, did it in 3 years, an accounting major, and actually has a job to go to January 3rd. And my granddaughter, who's 24, and she's got her boyfriend with her, and she is working on her master's at Kent and works as a teacher at North Canton High School, yeah. So at any rate, it's good to have them here this week and visiting with us. So I'm going to back out of here, and I'm going to tell you, I'm going to go with C and D. Charlie and, is that Dustin? Yeah, I think that's what a D's for. All right, Dustin, thanks for doing the net, and thank you, Nick, for doing the early check-ins. And we'll turn it back over to you, Dustin. WD8MIU.
All right there, Wade. Well, great to have you with us this evening, my friend. We got you down for Charlie and Delta, and yeah, the Browns are doing good this year. I'll tell you what, I got a Christmas gift I didn't expect, and I am going to be 3 rows from the field at the Jets game Thursday night, so I am really looking forward to that. So we'll say 73 to you for now. Enjoy the time there with your family, and we'll catch you there down the log real soon, hopefully. Let's jump on over to Canton and talk to Tom, KA8MNT. Burning the midnight oil. How are you, Tom?
KD8 EPC. This is KA8MNT. Good evening, Dustin, and everybody else that's on here. Oh, let's see. Let's get the trivia out of the way first. Santa Claus's call sign. Well, I don't know. I'm going to take a stab at it and go with Delta. Why? I don't know. And Batman, well, let's see. I used to follow the comics and stuff when I was younger all the time. But I believe that would be Bravo. It seems to me, I wasn't around then, but it seems to me that's what they did back in the day. Was to hyphenate the name. Other than that, things are going along pretty good. We've had roughly 3/4 of an inch of rain all day today, so it's been raining off and on and everything like that. And we had the QCWA luncheon, which was a fun time. We all had fish at Tim's Tavern here in Canton, so that was a real good time today. And last but not least, I want to wish everybody a happy new year, and a healthy new year and a prosperous new year. I don't know if we can roll those all in one or not, but we could try. So with that, I'm going to say 7-3, stay safe, stay healthy, and keep smiling. This is KA8MNT, turning everything back to KD8 EPC.
All right there, Tom. Well, great to have you with us this evening, my friend. It's always a pleasure to hear you this time of night. We've got you down for Delta and Bravo there, and tell the better half we said hello there, and we'll catch you all down the log. All right, let's go over and talk to Ed now, WB8GKV. Good evening, Ed.
Let's see here. This is WB8GKV on the radio, and say good evening. I'm thinking here Alpha for the first trivia, or the main trivia, because I heard the whole call at Alpha, and then the rest of them, I only heard part of the call. So I picked Alpha because I don't remember all those letters. And, so we picked A because he gave the whole call. Now let's see. On the other trivia, the secondary one, I'm going to pick Baker on that one. I won't explain on that because I think that people knows why. So there you go. And say good evening, Dustin. Saturday is many days a long way away, it seems, because, man, it's been a long time since you were here. But anyway, it's coming. And good to hear you went in and got a little, well, I don't know what you did, but some exercises and all that over there. I had to turn the radio off into the battery was just about to go dead, and so on and so forth. So I didn't have it on. I had it on 1 to past 2, but I had to turn it off during that part of the net there. Usually I leave it on. Well, the battery was going dead on me. There you go. Let's see. Nothing much is going on. But we'll look for you Saturday. I'll say that much. Say good evening to everybody. And, boy, I'll tell you, we're anxious for Saturday to roll around there. Been so doggone long. WB8GKV, turn it back to net.
All right there, Ed. Good to hear you out there. We've got you down for Alpha and Bravo this evening, and I'll tell you what, why don't you be looking for me Friday? I've got something else to do Saturday right after work, so I'm going to come see you Friday there. So start getting your list together and thinking about what you might need, and we'll go from there. So we'll say 73, and now we're going to move on over to Uncle Fred. KE8QFT, good evening.
I heard Wade talking about the Browns. Anyhow, let's get the trivia out of the way. I was going to leave it blank, but since this is the last exam of the year, I didn't want to get incomplete grades, so I'll say both B's. B on both of the trivia questions. Now, back in 1964, as I pointed out during the pre-net, the Browns won their last championship game. That was well before they even had a Super Bowl. But they upset the Colts from Baltimore 27-0. And that was on this date in 1964. And by the way, you couldn't even watch that on local TV. It was blacked out on local TV. They didn't show home games on local TV back then. But other than that, I hope everyone's having a safe and happy post-Christmas. And I hope that continues into your New Year's. KE8QFT. Back to net control.
All right there, Uncle Fred, we've got you down for Bravo and Bravo. And I'll tell you what, there's one more trivia this year. We're going to have the Rockin' New Year's Eve special there with Andy, AB8MO. So come back and join us Sunday night for that. We'll say 73 to you for now. Tell Leah we said hello, and we'll catch you there down the log. All right, let's go talk to Mr. Lucy now. K8VKA, how you doing?
KD8 EPC, KE8VKA. Good evening, Dustin. Good evening to everybody on the net. Oh, let's see. Trivia. Kind of scrolling back up here. For Lucy's question, I'm going to go with Batman with a dash. I think that's the correct answer. For Santa Claus's call sign, I really want it to be Bravo, or I really Charlie or Delta, the ELF call signs, but I'm going to go with Delta. Dave seemed to know what he was talking about, so we're going to go with Delta for the primary. Besides that, water successfully turned off. I haven't flooded the house. That's a good thing. I got the copper pipe cut here, and I'm putting the end cap on here in a minute, so that's a good thing. Basically, I got this whole week off work, and I'm just doing house projects right now. So we are trying to put a floating floor in the basement room here, and fixing some of there was a little bit of mold, I think, left over from all the leakage issues we were having with that wall that we fixed over the past fall. So we patched the outside and everything, and just doing some final stuff inside, taking care of that. So I'll be putting some drywall up this week and leveling the floor out and all kinds of fun stuff. So that's my break, and really happy to not be working. It's nice to have a bit of a break and have some time at home to catch up on home projects. I'm really happy about that. So with that, I'll say 7-3s to everybody. Hope you're all having a wonderful Christmas week here as well. Hope you all had a great Christmas. And we'll catch you further down the line. KE8VKA, back to KD8 EPC.
All right there, Josh. Well, thanks for joining us. We got you down for Delta and Bravo. Glad you didn't flood anything up there, and hopefully you get your project finished there without too much trouble. All right. I just saw somebody pop in the blue screen here that's not usually up this time of night, so we're going to give him a quick caller. WB4AIZ. Chuck, are you listening?
WB4AIZ, yes, sir. Yes, I am. Oh, wait, we're watching YouTube. But Happy New Year. Hello, Wade. WB4AIZ.
All right there, Chuck. Well, thanks for stopping by and checking in there. We're glad to have you with us this evening, my friend. We'll say 73, and we'll catch you there down the log real soon. Let's go back up here now and see who else we need to catch real quick. I think that was the only one I wanted to catch real fast. Let's go up and talk to Eric now. K8VZA, good evening.
KE8 EPC in the group. This is KE8VZA. How you doing there, Dustin? How's everybody else doing? Good to hear everyone. Let's see. Trivia, main trivia, I'm going to go with Delta. Wild guess there. I'm going to go with Delta. And alternate trivia, I don't know, Bat Fang. I don't know, something sticking out in the back of my brain where there's a lot of scary stuff, back there that's telling me to pick Bat Fang. So I'm going to go with Alpha. So that's trivia. So, hey, I got to check in first time ever to the Boredom Breakers net today at the end of Nick's hour there. That was great. I'd be a regular, but my boss really doesn't like me playing radio at work. So I got to convince him. I'm working on him. Anyway, Christmas was good. Had dinner over at my parents' house. Two of my sisters were in from out of town with one of my nieces. It was really good. Enjoyed that. And I saw a friend of mine posted on the internet today on Facebook that we are now living in the void, which is the period of time between Christmas and New Year's where you really don't know what day it is or what time it is, and you're pretty much living on pumpkin pie and whipped cream. So I thought that was kind of funny. The meme said it better than I did. anyway, thanks, Dustin and the crew, for running the net tonight, and I'll send it back to you, Justin, KE8VCA.
All right there, Eric. Well, we're glad to have you with us. We got you down for Delta and Alpha. I'm glad you had a good Christmas there. It sounds real good, and I had a couple of days off there too, so I know right where you're at, but at least I've kept track of what day is what, only because I've checked into a couple of nets today, so there you go. Yeah, work on the boss there. Let him let you check into the boredom breaker. It'd be cool to hear you there more often. We'll say 73 for now, and we're going to go over here to Bruce, KC3MWK. Take it away.
Yeah, good evening, Dustin. The Beacon Net is KC3MWK. I'm going to go with Bravo and Delta for my pick. And also, I had to call Santa Claus and put him on hold till this weekend because Santa's coming Friday, I'll put it that way. My daughter and her daughter ended up getting the flu, so they had to be quarantined for a week. That's why I go with me, KC3MWK, back to net control.
All right there, Bruce. Well, great to hear you out there this evening. We got you down for Bravo and Delta there. We'll say 73 to you for now. Have a great evening, and we'll catch you there down the log next time. Let's go over and talk to Chris now. K8MMY, how you doing?
Oh, good evening. I'm just trying to catch up on all the things that you don't get other times of the year, and yeah, trying to fill out stuff on the internet that doesn't connect to anything and all of that. So, yeah, I think I'm going to resolve that with maybe something refreshing to drink. So, K8MMY, back to you.
All right there, Chris. Well, great to hear you out there, my friend. Always a pleasure. All right, we're going to go down here to KC8FQV. Mark, take it away.
All right, KC8FQV. Well, on the trivia, we're going to say BB. And, yeah, I got a drone put together. I started playing with it last night. Put it up in the air a little bit. It was in the house, a small one. But everything else is going good. Well, yeah, we can say we still got the cough. I wish it would go. I mean, I'm taking pills, but it certainly don't seem like they're doing anything. But it'll be what it be, I guess. So, great hearing everyone. Yeah, I did pretty good with the nets tonight. I didn't get the food net. I was going to get there, and then I, somewhere in the 7 o'clock hour, watched a TV show I like, Molly B. Polkas, and I fell asleep at 7:30 or somewhere before 7:30. I didn't see the close of that show, and I didn't get into the Food Network. And I was planning to. So I sent it back to net, KCFQV.
KT8FQV, KD8SLG. Mark, this is Nick here. Were your answers Bravo or Delta and Delta?
Bravo, Bravo. Boy, boy. Bravo, Bravo. Blue screen, blue screen. KCFQV.
All right, man. Blue screen works. I got you in there for Bravo and Bravo, Mark. Gonna clear with KC8FQV. We'll talk to you in the morning there, buddy. Let's pick up Tom out in Sand Springs. KE5NCP. Haven't talked to you in a minute, Tom. How you doing? What are your answers to the trivia question? And tell us what's going on in your life.
Well, good evening to you and everybody else on the net tonight. Well, the answers to the trivia. You know, if I knew what the answers was, I'd tell you, but I don't. So anyway, I'm just going to throw a couple of big old shots in the dark out there, and I didn't even pay any attention to the last guy in there. I know he said BB, but I don't remember who it was, so, you know, so be it. So it's going to be Bravo, Bravo. So that's my answers to the trivia. And other than that, not much going on down here. Just another cool night, down to 30 degrees right now, and heaters running. And hey, as long as we can stay warm, we're good to go. So that's about all that's going on here. We'll just turn back to net control. KE5 NCP 73.
All right, I'm searching for the foot pedal there. There we go. KE5 NCP, KDSLG. Tom, great to hear from you tonight. I got you down for Bravo, Bravo. Thanks for being here and sticking around playing trivia with us tonight. Good to hear from you. Get it clear with KE5 NCP. I added a couple here. Let's see if they're listening. I got KF5 ADE, Nickelodeon, and KG5 SYC, Miss Sandy. You guys out there listening, or did you just log on to the blue screen? KF5 ADE, Nick, take it away, buddy.
Good evening, y'all, from Texas. And yeah, we're here, and we're kind of watching a Christmas show up on the TV, and got, I won't say the blue screen because it's a white screen on the Beacon, what's it called, right unit monitor app, because I've got an Android machine that's sitting in my lap. So we're doing that, and we're playing with our Christmas, or was playing with our Christmas toys today. So we've got a Nano VNA that we're learning how to use a little bit, and so that's kind of new for me. And let's see, what else we got? We had a real good Christmas with family and all, and so that's been a really good thing. And we're just enjoying the season. So with that, I guess I'll return it back to y'all, and looking forward to January. KF5 ADE. Side to net control.
All right, Nick. Well, good to hear from you, man. That sounds like a fun Christmas gift. Do you and Sandy want us to reread the trivia questions for you?
Yes, please go ahead and read it to us. We'll take a wild stab at it. That's what's going to be tonight, is wild stab. So you never know. We might go with what Mark went with. But yeah, please read it. Thank you very much. KF5AD, back to control.
All right, sorry, I missed a beat there. All right, let's go up to Mike and Miss Lucy and see if we can't get those questions reread very quickly. K8QWE, Mike, can we get a reread on the trivia, please?
Kilo Echo 8, Quebec Whiskey Echo. Question is, what is Santa Claus's call sign? A, WWB, B, OF9X, C, O9ELF, D, OF9ELF. I'm sorry, I'm kind of confused here. Again, what is Santa Claus's call sign? A, WWB, B, OF9X, C, O9ELF, D, OF9ELF. This is Kilo Echo 8, Quebec Whiskey Echo, back to KD8 SLG.
W8WKY.
There's a word from our sponsor. This is the W8WKY repeater. You're listening to the Beacon Net, and let's check in with Miss Lucy there and get the alternate trivia. Hopefully she stopped giggling. K8YUK, can we get a reread on the alt trivia, please?
K8YUK, KD8 SLG, and the group. So long as I don't get duct taped to a wall or something after my latest shenanigans, yeah, I'm happy to reread the trivia. Which of these is the original name of Batman according to the 1940s comics? Is it Batfang for A, B, Batman with a hyphen, C, Man-Bat with a hyphen, or D, General Cornwaldo Bat? And I'll repost it in the blue screen. And pray for my soul, because scaring your husband is hilarious in the short term, and in the long run, I don't think I'm going to win this one. KEAYUK, back to net control.
All right, let's do the switcheroo again. This is KD8EPC. We're going to go back down and talk to Nickelodeon. KFDE, good evening.
Okay, back to KF5ADE. On trivia, the Santa Claus, I think I'm going to go with Charlie, because a 0 or an O, an Oscar 9, sounds like a good thing. An Oscar 9 elf. Oh, that's ELF. Elf. I'm going to stick with Charlie. And I think for the second one, I think it was Batman with a hyphen, which would make that one Bravo. So we'll go with Charlie Bravo. I'll let you go ahead and talk to Sandy for a little bit, and she'll go ahead and I think give you the answer to what she thinks it might be. KF5AD, back to net control.
All right there, Nickelodeon. We've got you down for Charlie and Bravo this evening. It's great to hear you out there, my friend. You're sounding real good. Hope you had yourself a very Merry Christmas, and I hope you have a Happy New Year. Let's go down to Miss Sandy now. KG5SYC, good evening.
This is KG5SYC, and hello, Nick, and the net, and everybody that's out there. We had a very good Christmas, and we'll see how this new iPad's working, and see if it sounds any different than my old one. But at any rate, we had a good Christmas with family and extended family, and just a really good time, and definitely too much food and ate too much and eaten leftovers, and we'll probably be eating leftovers for a while. Hey, that's okay. And looking forward to heading to Ohio in January and seeing y'all. So maybe make some plans or mark a calendar or something, or we can make plans once we get there and see how the weather is. I hear it's pretty rainy up there. It's supposed to be snowing your way, not raining. That's rain for us. At any rate, trivia. I don't know. I think I'm gonna do my A for Sandy's Always Right, which is probably wrong, but I think I'll do that one, and I think I'll go with B on Lucy's trivia, and we'll go with that. So we'll do A and B for the trivia. This is KG5SYC. Back to you, net control.
All right there, Miss Sandy. Well, it's wonderful to hear you out there tonight, and I'll tell you what, we have alerted the proper authorities that you all are coming to Ohio in January. We've started boarding up windows, locking doors, and I heard we might even shut off the repeater. Hi. But no, it's great to hear you out there, and we look forward to you all coming up, and we'll definitely be waiting to have a meal with you or get together somewhere. So we'll say 73 for now. Have a great evening and a Happy New Year if we don't talk to you before. All right, this is KD8EPC with the Beacon Net. I'm at the bottom of the list. We're looking for check-ins. Please call now. All right, well, it might be a slow night there. Let's go up and talk to the net control team, I suppose. Let's start with KD8SLG. Nick, how you doing?
In and out.
I doubled with somebody there. Station that was in and out. You want to come back?
November 4, Foxtrot, Echo Zulu. Robert, Oklahoma City. In and out.
All right there, Robert. N4FEZ, we've got you in and out. Good to hear you out there, and good to see you there on the blue screen. All right, Robert was the bottom of the list, so I guess before I go up to the net control team, I'll take one more call for check-ins here for anybody who wants to answer the trivia question before we go talk to the net control team. Please call now. All right, nothing heard. Now we'll go talk to just Nick. KD8SLG, the man behind the curtain himself. How you doing, Nick?
KD8EPC, this is KD8SLG. I like it behind the curtain, Dustin. All right, let's start with trivia. I'm going to go with C. I like 09 Elf for the first one, and I'm going to go with Charlie for the second one, too. Man Bat. That just seems like the kind of backwards thing DC Comics would do. As a Marvel fan that I am. Had to throw that in there. I got nowhere to go with the Cornwaldo bean connection. I don't know where to go from Cornwaldo Bat to make it any funnier, so I'm not going to put a hat on a hat as far as that job goes. Thank you, Lucy. Fine business. We are in the void. I really like that, man. Whoever came up with the void, that's fabulous. And that's where we are right now. This is just a nothing week no matter what you do. If you go to work, it's just weird. If you don't go to work, it's still weird. If you had family there for Christmas and they're sticking around, it's weird. If you had family there for Christmas and they left, it's now weird because they're gone, but better, usually. Anyway. Good to hear everybody out there. I'm looking forward to wrapping up this year, to be honest with everybody. So there you go. We're just trudging along until the end of the year. We'll start a new one in 2024. Looking forward to it. Fine business tonight, Dustin. This is KD8SLG. Back to net control.
All right there, Nick. Well, great to hear you out there tonight. Thanks for doing the boredom breaker for me earlier, and thanks for doing the pre-show, the logging, and taking over for a minute while I had to step away from the microphone there. We've got you down for Charlie, and Charlie, I'm going to need you to give me Charlie and Delta there. So there you go. KQKO Nick at Night was watching a movie with the family, so we're going to pass over him and say 73. And we're going to go down here to AB8MO in the land of snow and maple syrup. How you doing, Andy?
Well, I'm on high power. Hopefully this will last here. This is AB8MO. Well, depends. I'm a little fed up with Burger King's policy of no refunds for digital card balances. If I'd have known that, I would have never loaded the digital card in the first place. Yeah. So I'm trying to do this objectively with the review. I got to rate the agent, and she really couldn't help me, and it wasn't her fault. But anybody else, I think, would have given her a bad review. But I'm giving her a good review, even though she couldn't really help me, because basically I know her hands are tied. But anyway, it's foggy over here in the land of snow and maple syrup. We need a little bit more of that snow to get a good maple syrup season here. If the ground stays warm, we have no snow on the ground, we're not going to have too many cold nights, so that's not going to be good. But looking forward to tomorrow. I'm going to get together with my friend Carmen, who's a member of the Warren Club. He's going to help me build a launcher to help me launch wire antennas, and going to go pick up a couple parts from my friend Steve, the president extraordinaire of the Warren Amateur Radio Association, NHRZ, who's like the digital master here. He makes anybody else who works FT8 look like they're not trying. So anyway, looking forward to that tomorrow. And with that, I'm going to drop in a sec. Hold on a sec. Connection's been solid, no packet loss for Nick, for the whole net. It seems like the way the whatever 48496 is doing is can only is allowing so many connections. I'm finding that out. When there aren't that many connections, I can connect right up to 48496, and if there's like 10 or more connections there, it just refuses, rejects all additional incoming connections. That's been my experience. So as long as the connection on 48496, if there's only a couple connections, I can usually connect right up. And like if I were to disconnect and probably try to reconnect, it probably would fail. So with that, let's move on to trivia answers. I guess I'm going to go with Bravo. I was looking at the answers, and I'm going to go B Bravo for the first one, Santa's call sign. And for the alternate, I'm going to register 2 answers, and if you don't like that, that's tough bananas. I'm pretty sure it's B Bravo Bat hyphen Man, but I got to go with Colonel Cornwaldo Bat. I can't pass that one up either. Sorry things didn't go well for you, Dustin, at the doctor, but certainly keeping you in prayer for healing. And I'm sure it will get resolved one way or another. I think I've said enough. Back to net control. This is AB, and I'm out.
All right there, Andy. Well, hopefully we'll get some snow there so we can get some of that maple syrup going. And good luck with your launcher there. That'll be interesting to see. You'll have to send me pictures when it's done. Boy, there was something else I wanted to say to you, but I don't remember what it is. So we'll just say 73 for now. Looking forward to hearing you there on New Year's Eve on the big show. All right, let's go on down here to Mike QWE. Give us your comments. Let it drop. Give us the trivia answer. Go ahead.
Kilo Echo 8, Quebec, sir. Kilo Echo 8, Quebec Whiskey Echo. I'm getting sleepy, guys. Okay, for the alternate trivia question, I'm going to go with B. I really don't know why, but that's the only one that kind of sounds right. So, okay, what have I been up to? Well, I went to the post office twice, just working in the office, getting ready for another tax season. So that seemed to take most of the day. I did manage to get a nap and do a few odds and ends around the house. Other than that, I haven't been up to a whole lot. Want to spend more time on the radio. That's my goal for 2024. So I'll go ahead and drop it and then give the trivia answer. Okay, the question is, what is Santa Claus's call sign? A, WWV, B, OF9X, O9ELF, D, OF9ELF. And of course the answer is B, OF9X. What this is, in Finland, it's up in the Lapland. It's as far up to the Arctic Circle as you can get. There's a place called Santa Claus World. Yep, there's actually a place called Santa Claus World. I'm sure it's as cold and as frozen as all get out, but hey, to each their own. Well, they have a ham shack, and they actually have a call sign, and they are on the air. And if you're lucky enough, you can make contact. I've never been able to make contact. I went to their QRZ page, and they do have a place where you can see if they've been spotted and see what the frequencies are. I was able to hear them, but boy, I tell you what, no matter how hard I pushed 20, it was not going to work. So that is the answer. It is B, OF9X, which is part of Santa Claus's world. So this is Kilo Echo 8, Quebec Whiskey Echo, back to KD8 EPC.
All right there, Mike. Well, thanks so much for joining us tonight, my friend. We certainly appreciate you doing the trivia. Sounds real good there, and we look forward to hearing you more on the air throughout the new year. All right, let's go down to Miss Lucy now. K8YUK, give us your comments, let it drop, and give us the alternate trivia answer. Go ahead.
KD8EPC, this is K8YUK. My eyes are blurring. I left my glasses upstairs. I stabbed myself multiple times with the needle. Like Eddie said, that's what thimbles are for, but I don't want to put one. Yeah, you can wear them on multiple fingers to protect said fingers. But I sew like a man, if that's how that works. So we die like men here in the Van Dyke household, whatever that means. But I've seen a lot of thimbles at my favorite thrift store, but again, I don't sew enough to really invest in one, even though, it's like 10 cents or whatever. And it just makes me more situationally aware of where sharp objects are in my house. Speaking of which, Josh gave me a wonderful, wonderful gift, which is a petite chef's knife, which, to the uninitiated, a regular chef's knife or a French chef knife is like a foot long. It's insane, and it's great for watermelons or gourds, but if you're just chopping carrots, oh my goodness. And, well, murder too, but, we talk about that behind closed doors. Anyway, but he was very kind and invested heavily in a smaller knife for me so I could chop vegetables better, which I'm very grateful for. So my Christmas was very generous and very wonderful, and it was good to see all of my family. But I miss the boredom breaker. Life has been just hectic and busy and tiring, all very beneficial, but I haven't really sat down to join everybody in a long time, so I miss everybody. And hopefully I'll pop back in once I get my marbles back. All right, I'm going to pause for time, and then I'm going to drop the alternate trivia. K8YUK returning. Boy, I sure do wish we could fix the speaker on this thing because I never hear the beep. Okay, so the alternate trivia is, which of these is the original name of Batman according to the 1940s comics? Is it A, Batfang, B, Batman with a hyphen, C, Man-Bat with a hyphen, or D, General Cornwaldo Bat? The answer is D. Nobody saw that come? No, I'm kidding. The answer is B, because of course it is. According to ScreenRant.com, while it's unknown what exactly prompted the change from Batman to Batman on the publishing side of things, there are three presumed reasons. The first is that DC perhaps wanted to create more synergy with Superman's name, which also didn't have a hyphen. It's also likely that while DC wanted their new series to have a dark and more gothic tones, the hyphen may have implied that the Batman was something other than human and perhaps even monstrous, a concept they might have felt took things too far at the time. Lastly, it's possible that the hyphen was simply removed to create more space for lettering. So no one really knows the cause of the change, minor as it was, and a lot of people got it. But my thanks to the people who guessed otherwise, and may General Cornwaldo Bat join the ranks of the Cornwaldo-Bean family. K8YUK, back to net control. Good night and God bless everybody.
W8WKY.
All right there, Miss Lucy. Well, thanks so much for doing the alternate trivia tonight. We certainly appreciate it. And you can never go wrong with a good knife. I do have a couple of nice chef knives here. Working in a restaurant, every now and again they fall off the truck for you, you know? So there you go. Boy, and we die like men around here, too. That's what I tell people every time we get in the Astro van to go somewhere. I'm like, you know what? It's not safe. Why not? We die like men around here. So we'll say 73 to you there, Lucy. Have a great evening, and we'll catch you down the log. All right, we're at the bottom of the list. This is KD8EPC, and I'm going to make one more call for check-ins here before we shut this thing down. Any last-minute check-ins for the BeaconNet, please call now.
KM6ASK.
All right, I picked up one there. KM6ASK. How you doing this evening?
Well, I'm sitting next to my wife in the hospital. She apparently is short of breath and has some heart issues going on. But other than that, things are pretty nice. We're in New York City right now. It's cold and foggy and so forth. But we're just visiting children here. We're out here from California, over.
All right there, Fred. Well, sorry to hear you're at the hospital, and we hope that the better half gets to feeling better real soon there. But sounds like you're having a good time visiting family there in New York. Is this your first time on the BeaconNet?
That's affirmative. It is the first time. In fact, I just started Echolink about a week ago, so I'm just trying things out right now. Over.
Very good there. Well, let me be the first to welcome you to the BeaconNet. We run this net every Sunday and Wednesday, and we originate on the W8 WKY repeater in Doylestown, Ohio, and you can find that on Echolink on W8 WKY-R. And we're also on the Dewdrop Inn. We're on the Boredom Breaker Hub in Oklahoma and various other Allstar and Echolink nodes all over the place. So we always have a wonderful trivia question. Like I said, we start at 10 p.m. Eastern. We start taking early check-ins at 9:30. So we welcome you to stop back anytime every Sunday and Wednesday there. Back to you.
Well, I will definitely stop by again, and it was a pleasure talking to you, and thank you for the contact, sir. KM6ASK 73.
All right there, Fred. Well, thanks so much for joining us, my friend. We'll say 73. Great to make your acquaintance, and I hope to hear you down the log real soon. All right, this is KD80PC. I'm at the bottom of the list. You know what? I know I said that was last call, but I'm going to make one more final call for check-ins for the BeaconNet. Please call now. All right, nothing else heard there on behalf of the Silvercreek Amateur Radio Association, myself, KD8SLG, KD8QKO, AB8MO, KD8QWE, and KD8YUK. We'd like to thank each and every one of you for checking in with us this evening. Come and join us on the next edition of the BeaconNet, Sunday night at 10 p.m. here on the W8 WKY repeater 147390 with a positive offset and a PL tone of 114.8, Allstar Node 48496, and Echolink W8 WKY-R. Also, don't forget to check out the Barometer Net every morning at 7 a.m. except for Sunday, also here on the W8 WKY repeater. And don't forget to visit our friends over on the N5 XQK Memorial Boredom Breaker Net every day at noon Central Time, and you can find them on Allstar Node 49562 and Echolink N5 XQK-R. You've been listening to the BeaconNet. This is KD8EPC. I'm returning the repeater to normal amateur use at this time and will be clear. 73, y'all.
I didn't catch the answer. Is KSFQ or are you still working? KSFQ.
KC8FQV, this is KD8SLG. The answers were Bravo and Bravo, OF9X, and Batman with a hyphen.
Hey, Nick, thank you. And, yeah, we'll catch you guys in the morning. We'll leave it here and see who stirs up more of a net? After show, KSFQV. And we have the before show, the big main show, and sometimes there's an after show, KSFQV. And everyone, be careful out in that fog. The best way to travel is stay home and travel on the radio, and leave the radio waves travel through the fog at KSFQV.
All right there, Mark. We'll talk to you in the morning there, buddy. You have a great night, and good point about the fog. Talk to you later on. KD8SLG, clear.
I got a winner. How about that for a guess? KD5NCP. Not to mention, Oklahoma State is up on Texas A&M 30 points to 13, I think it is. KE5NCP.
All right, you know what? I'll bite. Hi, Tom. How you doing, buddy? KD80PC.
Hey, we're doing just fine there. Dustin, I think it is, isn't it?
That is affirmative, so I didn't get to talk to you on the net.
Roger that. Well, I thought I knew I recognized the call, but without it being on the screen, I wasn't sure. So I figured I'd take a leap in faith and go for it.
Well, you know, sometimes you just gotta, and then when you do screw it up, you just blame it on old timers, and everybody has a good laugh.
Roger that. Yeah, I agree with that totally. I gotta remember that. That'll work. Yeah, that'll work for sure. That's what my wife tells me all the time.
Hey, as long as you got an excuse, that's all that matters. Hi. But you said Texas is getting lumped on there?
Well, it's OSU, Oklahoma State University, playing Texas A&M, and OSU is up 30-13, I think it was, on that last score.
Good stuff. Sounds like they're going to win now. What quarter?
It's in the third right now, I believe. I've been paying too much attention to the net. I'm not 100% sure, but I believe it's still in the third quarter.
W8WKY.
Well, there you go. Good stuff. I don't follow college ball much. The only team I really follow is the Browns, and I'll tell you what, I'm excited. We got tickets for their Thursday night game versus the Jets. 3 rows from the field. Like, right there, man. I am pumped.
Oh, yeah, that'd be a good deal. I'll tell you what, be a good seat there for the game. Yeah, actually, it's 31-13 now after they kicked the extra point. So 31-13, it's in the third quarter. So we'll see how it goes from here on out. So anyway, Oklahoma State looking good. and it's hard for me to say that because I'm an Oklahoma fan, but you know what? When they play in the bowl games, we'll root for Oklahoma State whenever we get a chance. So that's how it is. And by the way, we sent you a good quarterback up there, but you guys couldn't use him, right? Then you threw him out. So, you know, you see how he's doing down there where is that? In the Buccaneers area down there, Tampa Bay, yeah.
I sympathize with you, Tom. I really do, because I think it was really, really dumb of them to get rid of Baker Mayfield. It really was a bad move. Granted, he was not in his best of shape, but he played all beat up, and he needed to take the break and get himself fixed, and now he's good to go. But then we got Watson here in Cleveland, and he's just awful, terrible. He gets paid all those millions of dollars, never to even have to play a game. He's always hurt or this or that. And then the second string quarterback is just terrible, and now they got Flacco in there. That guy is pretty good, honestly, for what it is, for as old as he is. So it should be an exciting game there. I'm hoping the Browns win.
Well, we'd let the station IDs get out of the way there, but yeah. Well, we'll see what happens. Yeah, Flacco's not been doing too bad up there, so hopefully, you know, he'll continue the good work and go from there. But anyway, just thought we'd throw that in there, and just for general principles. Anyway, have a good night there, Dustin. We'll catch you later. Enjoyed hearing you here tonight and visiting with you. KE5 NCP 73.
All right there, Tom. Well, 73 to you. Enjoy the rest of the game, and great to hear you out there. Come back anytime, even when there's not a net. There's usually a few of us listening here on the repeater. So we'll say 73 to you. Have a great night, and we look forward to hearing you down the log. This is KD8EPC. I'm going to be clear and listening out. 73, y'all.
Hey, Dustin. KD8EPC, KD8SLG. I'm going to drop the link to the Boredom Breaker Hub. Well, I'm still thinking about it, because they're hooked up to 43211 instead of 48496, so they won't drop automatically. So I'm glad we caught Tom in there before I dropped the link. Bingo. KD8SLG.
All right there, Nick. Very good. All clear so you can drop the link. But one more thing. Do you want to meet me over at the Death Star there?
Yeah, Roger. I'll see you over there. QSY to Death Star, KD8SLG. On Lincoln, the 49562.
Bye.
Dustin, KD2HC.
W8WKY.